clean.
Isn't it?
Let me see. That kind of looks like a skull.
Little
Yay, got one.
little baby brown.
You just like snapped up your little lure.
Little boy.
Little crackers. Oh, hold on.
Promise I won't pull you in.
Oh well, it would be a bad night for you if you did.
Mental note.
Oh shit, it's cold.
Can't be all as smart as you, babe. Princess has arrived.
Oh, did he go?
They run backwards. They flip backwards. There's one over here too, see? Can we film? Yeah. Trying to go backwards.
Come on, darling. The first thing you're going to catch. Literally with your hands.
If he hits me, I'm going to know about it. I can't see if there's water.
I'm not getting it.
Okay.
He's turned around. Yeah, I know.
What I could do is put it back in the water and go.
Was that in the cray pot?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. You can put up to the camera, darling.
This little baby,
Well, he's
baby cray. Freshwater crayfish.
he's bigger than the one that was in there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cute.
It's very, very small. You know about it if they get you.
What are we going to do with him?
Put him back, babe.
No.
Just want to put him in the dam.
Oh, he got ya.
He's about to.
Not sure what he's doing. I don't know if he's looking for crayfish or for actual fish.
Laura's first attempt at trying to catch a crayfish. Not up there. Go down.
Yeah. You know, I actually might start eating seafood because of you.
Okay, well that's good to hear.
Not oysters.
All right, you can't talk too much. You'll scare it off. Just go fast. Go, go, go.
Nothing though.
Oh well. You're gonna have to go back to Plan B.
Oh, look at my which is?
That's what happens when you provide for the family. Looks
we
like
go
you
up
caught
there?
Looks like you caught a drumstick.
Hey, I bought them and that's how you caught the other one. Should we go up there?
Maybe
Saw the other crayfish?
they're a bit small there, babe.
Well, we're not eating them, remember?
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Okay, the great white hunter has found a new spot to put the crane net in. Here she is, Laura Loz Irwin.
Well, we know the crays are here, so it smells so bad. Let's chuck him in.
Go for it, babe.
Oh,
That's okay. Tight to the log. The only problem with that is everyone's going to see it there.
I'm very confident about this spot.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I'm pretty confident you might fall in.
At least you got my phone.
You're doing well. Chicken dinner winner. How long do we give that? Half an hour? What do you think?
6:30, so maybe 7 o'clock we come back.
7 o'clock, alright. Time will tell, watch this space. What happened, babe? What? Unfortunately we missed all
I'm
that.
going to do it again.
It looks like the cray pot's moved a fair bit. What? And you look pretty wet.
A little bit. Well, I was trying to catch us real dinner.
Trying to catch real dinner.
God.
You're
It
lucky.
just got slippery all of a sudden.
And you
And then I bloody
went
went
in.
And I've literally had a shower now.
It's nice and cool.
My watch still works.
Oh, that's the main thing. And you did have this phone in your
I
pocket.
did. That's lucky.
So
I think it's a bit wet on the back though. Anyway, what you missed was there was a crayfish there. And he was coming towards our chicken drumstick. Maybe.
do you realise after a few more drinks you're not going to be able to come and get this at all?
Well, I'll wear shoes next time. Alright, I'm going to throw it more in the middle. Go down.
No, it won't work that way. They'll find it, darling.
Alright. Let me get out of here. Thanks, sorry.
I did come running.
You did.
I was concerned that you hurt yourself, but you come out alive. That's
It's
the most
alright, you give
important
good
thing.
massages.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I'll give that.
I've still got my bathers on.
It was pretty funny.
That would have been good footage too.
What a classic. Yep. We'll get rid of that stick and just pull it up really fast. And don't fall in while you do it. You got him. Finally. See? Well done. Now what are you going to do? Now what are you going to do? You're going to have to undo that and try to walk him up.
There's another one. Oh gosh, so that. We don't have enough room for this.
You might have to go in the,
Better burn some wood tonight.
you might have to go in the cooking pot. Was that worth falling in the water?
Yeah,
Your first,
I don't fall in now and drop it.
your first freshwater crayfish.
Yeah, you don't fall.
Just for all the viewers out there, it's like 11:30 at night. Laura's been at this for probably about 6 or 7 hours.
I'm showing you my priorities.
Alright, let's bring it up.
Yay!
Well done.
You take it.
Little beauty.
Is it bigger than yours? Oh. Wow. Well, that's easy. 2 in one day, darling, and a couple of
You have to
babies.
make sure that it's not a female.
Oh. Oh no, what if they start fighting?
They might. We might have to move one of them.
Because he's holding on to his chicken, so you might have to give him another chicken. Can't see him under there, Dylan. Get back in there. I fell in the water for you, so you stay in there. Oh dear. Winner, winner. 1 all.
I don't think we'll leave them in there too long.
Alright, darling. Tell everyone what we're having for dinner. Right, well, you better tell them about the Travel Buddy first.
Oh, the Travel Buddy. So this is an Australian-made little oven, 12-volt oven. It's probably one of the best mods that I've put on the car. It's unbelievable. Took it up to Cape York, used it all the time, loved it. Great bit of gear. Pull up to the side of the road, turn it on whilst you're driving. So obviously it uses a fair bit of power. And it's ready to go by the time you get to the campsite. So we get this is a specialty from Aldi. Favourite place. And so easy. Always make sure you put foil over the top of it, because if you're doing a bit of driving, bumping around, and you go everywhere.
Oh jeez. Our crayfish will be upset.
Yeah, I know. Well, we might have to leave the crayfish for another day, I think, because the chicken looks pretty good. So, just get a knife. See how it goes.
What are we having with it?
Veggies. Some frozen veggies. That's probably done. They're cooked to the bejesus. Look at that. How good's this pot, by the way? Collapsible pot.
Where did you get it from?
I got this from Autobarn. So I saw one in BCF. It was about $69 or something. Or was it Anaconda? One of those. Anyway, I was at Autobarn grabbing something else, and that was $49. So I was like, beautiful. Just collapses. It's got the metal base, so you can heat whatever you want up.
So you're going to have to get your missus one for her caravan?
Well, this will probably end up in your caravan. You know, that's how things roll. I get all the good ideas, and then they go to you.
You know what's yours is mine.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I worry about. Look at that, perfect.
Well, we better show you the camp setup. Well, not the camp setup, but our little spot. I've just sorted the fire out. Oh, it looks good. It's actually a bit hot for a fire at the moment, but it'll get cool. Look at that. Camping by the river. We've caught a couple of crayfish. It's perfect. How's it looking, darling? I want to see it cut through.
It's looking very salubrious. Just got to get the net off, which is a tough part. It smells amazing. When do we put this in?
I don't think we're going to eat all this.
No, probably not. We'll put it in for lunch tomorrow or something.
We put it in when we stopped at the dirt road, which would have been about
12:30 or something?
Maybe 11:30.
Maybe earlier. But it's... I'm hoping it's cooked. It's falling apart, so I'm pretty sure we're right.
This is 5-star camping cooking, isn't it? Done.
This is everything you ever wanted.
Is it good?
Pretty gristle. But I'm biased, because I cooked it.
Yo.
say it's very tender
It's slow cooked.
and juicy.
Very slow cooked.
Yeah, it is. We do eat very gourmet on our camping trips.
Well, you have to eat well, I suppose.
To make up for all the alcohol.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
It's cooked very well, Darren. You did a good job. Oh, you didn't get that on camera.
Thanks, babe.
I don't want to come out. Oh no. I don't know if you should dive in. I think you should just walk in.
I'm not going to dive. I'm just going to jump.
Okay. What's to say? Not that deep.
That's why I didn't dive in.
Cold?
It's fresh. Put it that way.
Go on. So we're either trying to get a trout tonight or it's charcuterie.
To the right now. To the back. Yeah.
So just put it down that way. Alan, tell them about your awesome setup.
So the AluCab, first time we've used it, and I must say it's pretty comfortable. It's a lot easier to sleep in and get in and out and all that sort of stuff. So we have the ladder on the side. We're eventually going to get the telescopic ladder so it's easier to fold away, and we use it by lifting it up. That way we can still get into the fridges and stuff like that. So it's
Very handy.
very handy bit of gear, that. And also, get kicked out of bed during the night, you can take the back entrance, which is right here. And I find this is pretty handy to have as well, the ladder on the back, to be able to put it up and pack it away. The reason why we don't use this during all the time is because what we do is have the 270 awning that runs right around, and obviously that closes up here, so we can't access it. So we're just going to give you a quick rundown on how easy it is to pack up.
Well, you got to show them inside first.
Alright, let's go inside. Follow me.
Nice view of your butt.
So I find just one thing with the tent that I found a little bit annoying was that this rolls downwards and you can't roll it upwards, so you can't just leave it up here. But all in all, that's probably the only thing I've got to pick on it right about now. But we'll see during more and more we use it. Obviously there's going to be some things that annoy us and some things that are great about it, but I'll just give you a little bit of a rundown inside. So we've got our heads up this end, and that's just due to the way the land falls. Sort of slides down, but you can have your head down that end as well. There's actually quite a fair bit of room there. These pockets are unreal. You put your shoes in there, you put your camera in there, you can put your phone in there. It's fantastic.
And the mattress?
The mattress, what we've done is we've put like an eggshell mattress over the top of the original mattress, and it still closes with all this gear in here. So there's a sleeping bag, there's a doona, 2 pillows, plus that ladder, the ladder that Laura's on, goes in there as well. So it's quite a bit of gear in the tent that you can close, and it's so handy. You pull up at camp whatever time and the tent just pops up. You're ready to go. There's no mucking around. You can concentrate on dinner. Down here we have some USBs and some cigarette lighter plugs, so that's handy for your phones, anything that you want charged. One thing, it would be much better if it was up in the pockets area, because obviously that's where you sit your phone and everything. It's when it's tucked down there, it's sort of a bit hard to find and stuff, but all in all, it's great to have it anyway. And then also we have the light as well, which when I first got the tent, it wouldn't work, and I was like, what's going on here? Couldn't understand it. I hooked a 12 volt up to it, the USBs were working, everything's working, but I couldn't get the light to work. After doing some research, I found out that there's a little isolation switch just under the mattress here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but it's a little switch.
Where?
Just here. Right there.
Nice. I'm glad you told me that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I searched high and low for a long time, and it was annoying that wasn't in a brochure. You know, you spend a fair bit of money on this sort of stuff, and for me to have to muck around to try to find it, I've found a bit annoying. But all in all, top bit of gear. So when you're closing it, I found that after a couple of times, you need to leave the windows half open, just leave the fly screen part, because what happens when you pull it down, the air's trying to get out. So that just makes sense.
Okay.
But other than that, it's a little ripper. Okay, so I'll close these up now. Okay, so the poles, pretty simple. Pull that out. Pull the other one out. little bag that these go in. That way when you close it, it's not going to spear through anything. Throw them wherever. Come down and get the ladder. This is why I like to have the back ladder as well, because you've got to pack this ladder up inside the actual tent. So once you've done that, how do you get up there to
that's it.
So
if you didn't have this, well, what would other people do?
Well, that's the benefit of getting the telescopic ladder.
Oh, yeah.
So the telescopic ladder won't live inside the tent. It'll live inside the canopy, and it's about this big. So
well, that's what should be sold with the tent.
Well,
not this.
So I mean, for over $5,000, you would hope to be able to get a telescopic ladder.
So where's that going to attach?
To the same. It's the same mechanism here. So this mechanism, you just pull this up. So that locks it in place the way it is. You pull this up, put it to the side there, and take it off.
And then your girlfriend put it in the bag.
Yeah, it's very handy. So that goes in there, and you can also have the ladder off the back of your setup, all depending on how your vehicle's set up and what works best for you. So I can put it back here, but because I've got the tent so far forward, I did that so I can stand on the back here and hop in easy. And it's also better weight distribution to have it a little bit forward. As you can see, it sits pretty nice. So Laura's just about packed that away.
About 2 meters.
In saying that, it's actually a ripping sturdy ladder. So I'm not hating it, but a telescopic ladder would actually be much better.
Be better. Can we get that next week?
Beautiful. Yeah, that's coming in next week.
So we leave our pillows in there too?
Yeah. Come to this elastic that I just fold under here so it's out of the way, but what this does, it actually pulls the sides of the tent in, so when you're pulling it down it doesn't all flop out the sides.
While you're there, babe, tell them about the Anderson plug, because that comes with it.
Yeah, well the Anderson plug, that actually runs all your 12 volt inside, so your cigarette lighters and your USBs and your light. So at the moment I haven't hardwired it into my batteries, but I just have the Anderson lead running down, an extension lead that I got from J-Car, plug it into a little battery box, and it lasts the whole weekend.
So that's the point, is that you need to run an external battery for that. You need to carry another battery.
Well, that's right, yeah. Most setups you'll already have an external auxiliary battery that you use for your fridges and stuff. You can just wire it straight
plug it into that. Yeah.
Okay, so we pull this just a little bit over halfway up, and then it takes a fair bit of force to pull this thing down, but once you get it going,
That's where the back ladder comes in handy.
you pull it down to about this section here, and then there's no real weight on it. As you can see, I'm just holding it with one hand, and then back up, hold it there. I grab the sides and just tuck that in, because it's a rubber seal that runs around here, so it's dust and waterproof.
Same on the other side.
Do the same with the other side. You tuck your handle in. I leave this back door open so you can do this, so it tucks away nicely, just where your pillows are. Because this is where the pillows are, you need a bit of weight to push it down.
So is it worth putting the pillows up the other end?
Well, you can.
Pack it up.
definitely can. Once you've got one side down, the other side comes down pretty easily. Now all of these, I believe all of these AluCab rooftop tents are all handmade. So every single one is individual and they're not the same, they're not exactly the same. So that's pretty cool to know when everything's made in China, and it's a South African brand. Now it doesn't come with these pins. They're about $1.75 at Bunnings. The reason why I put that in is if you fall driving and bouncing around everywhere, not that it's happened, it's never happened to me, but it's just peace of mind that it's not going to flip up and pop open whilst you're driving, because that would be a disaster if that happened. It'd only go up to a certain distance, and but you'd obviously run into trees and stuff like that, overhanging trees. So I'll put these two pins in. Alternatively, if you want to lock it up, you can put a padlock in there. I'm not sure who wants to steal someone's Duno, but each to their own. Anyway, that's it.
There's one more. We've got our shoe bag. I know we've packed it away, but...
Yeah, I've put a shoe bag. I've got a little shoe bag from Iron Man. And
which is where we got the
tent from, by the way, yeah. The guys down at Iron Man in Chadstone looked after us, so pretty cool. Helped me put it on and all that sort of stuff. Now, we got a little shoe bag which I velcro to here, and so it's next to the ladder, so when you hop up into the tent, not that it rained this weekend, it's probably about 40 degrees at the moment, it's stinking hot. But usually put your shoes in there, or your wallet, or whatever you want to do. Or you can keep it inside, it doesn't matter. So there you go. The AluCab.
Good job.